Hi, my name is Taylor, and this is my channel Name was Intuition. I wanted to take a minute to talk about grounding. So I've been getting questions about what does it mean to be grounded? How do you ground your energy? How do you ground yourself? So that is what this video is about, because I do talk about grounding yourself in my readings often. So what is grounding? So it's a practice in balancing and strengthening your emotional and physical self. Okay, so why do we ground ourselves? What is the point in grounding ourselves? I like to think of it as a way to balance ourselves, especially like in our mind space, emotionally. A lot of times we can get very much in our head, get very distracted, and we're very caught up in like the what ifs or the situations rather than like seeing it for what it is and taking a minute to just sit with what's going on. So that is why. So if you're in a stress situation or you're really debating about what your next move is in regards to a situation, a good thing to do would be to ground yourself, ground your energy, um, clear your mind, and get some answers. It's a good way to get some answers for yourself without the noise of outside influences. Okay, so here are some tips to ground yourself. So the first one I just want to talk about um, is a very simple one. So just take a minute, and this is something that a friend of mine told me, so shout out to Jan. But to ground yourself, so we think of the chakras, right? And the root chakra is red, and it's grounding yourself, roots. So she had told me that a good way to ground yourself is to picture red roots coming up and grabbing you, like grabbing your legs, grabbing your feet, and just grounding you, anchoring you to the earth. Okay, so I like to think like that whenever I'm sitting down to meditate and I need to be grounded. That's what I picture. I picture red roots coming up all around me and anchoring me to the earth. Okay, another thing that a friend told me, shout out to him, he'll know who he is. He told me that you can think about noses on your toes. And when you take like a deep breath in, you're breathing in the earth energy, you're breathing in good, positive energy to let it flow through you from the ground up, and then letting out the negative. So I really liked that way of thinking about grounding your energy. So another thing to think about is your food, water. So water is great. Water is very healing. But the food that you take in, you want to try and take in natural foods. Foods from the earth. So vegetables, fruits, nuts, whatever it is. Okay, you want it to be very natural. Okay, things that have lots of chemicals in them, they're not natural, they're not from the earth, they're not going to have the same earth energy to them. So the food that you take in really does affect your energy, your physical body, your emotional body, everything. Another thing to think about is nature, being in nature, being conscious whenever you're going out into nature to let go of the distractions of the hustle and bustle, your everyday life. You know, don't take your phone with you. I mean, you can, we like to take pictures, social media, but, you know, limiting it if you do, okay? Being aware that you're going out to nature for quiet, for grounding energy, to get away from the distractions of your everyday life. Okay, so then we also have exercise. So working out, getting that energy flowing so there's no stagnant energy. Whenever you have stagnant energy, that's whenever we get really stuck in the same patterns and the same cycles and the same ways of thinking. And it's a really good way to like boost your own confidence and then get those energies flowing and those thoughts flowing. Some things that I like to do is yoga. I like to run. Those are great things to do. You can also do Tai Chi. You can do swimming. You can do Qigong. There's lots of things to do. Just exercise. Be physical. Get that energy flowing, okay? And then we also have um, addressing what you feel. So if you feel like your emotions are going haywire, if you feel like you're lashing out at everybody, like every little thing is pushing your buttons, that's a good sign that you may need to ground yourself and really address what's going on with you emotionally and why these feelings are coming up, where they're coming from, and how you can work to change your state of mind. Okay, so, and it also has to do with like facing your fears. Journaling, in my opinion, wow, that was a big gust of wind. Journaling, in my opinion, is a great way to ground yourself and figure out why why you're lashing out or why you're having these feelings of lack of self-confidence, or if you're being triggered by a situation. Journaling is a really good way to separate your thoughts and organize them. And a lot of signs that you may be unbalanced is weight gain, anxiety, forgetfulness, dizziness, anger, lashing out at others, like I said. But it's just like a lack of balance within yourself. This bang is very irritating. There you go. Okay. um, yeah. So balance is the key component to wanting to ground your energy. To the whole point of doing it is so you can be centered again. You can be balanced so that you're not projecting your feelings onto other people. It's a time to go within. Having plants around is really good for grounding your energy. So gardening or having plants in your home, taking care of plants, just anything that can connect you to the earth. I also feel like cooking is a cool way to ground yourself. I think if you're cooking with the right ingredients and your intention is to, while you're cooking, is to fuel yourself, your body, to bring balance back into your body with like the nutritions of the food that you're taking in. Not just rushing to eat the meal, but appreciating the meal, appreciating where it came from, appreciating the ingredients. Okay. We also have salt baths. So salt absorbs negative energy. So if you're at the beach and you feel like all your troubles have washed away in the waves, that's part of like the environment of the beach. It's calming, it's soothing. You have the sound of the waves, the water's healing. You have the salt from the sand and the salt water. You have the air that's cleansing you. You have the sun that's purifying you. You have all of the elements in one. But so salt baths are a good way to ground your energy, to calm you, to cleanse your mind, cleanse your energy. We have meditation. I love meditating. I suggest it, even if it's just 15 minutes a day that you set aside to meditate and just quiet your thoughts, quiet your mind, or just let your mind run free. Everything that's going on, just let it run, go, through the patterns and just sit with it. You know, we take so much time. We don't take enough time to ourselves. We're always moving, we're always going. We don't take enough time to sit and think and figure out what's going on with ourselves. Okay, so that's where meditation comes in. I have some frequency music playing right now that I like to listen to whenever I meditate. I love meditating outside. That's what I'm doing. Well, that's what I will be doing after I finish this video. It's just sitting out here, taking some deep breaths, okay? So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. Deep breaths. I like to try and count to 9. You don't have to. But just take some deep breaths, okay? Breathe in positive energy, let out negative energy, okay? And then we have crystals. So crystals are from the earth, they're rocks, right? So they have grounding energy and healing energy to them. Some healing stones are smoky quartz, jasper, hematite, and I like pyrite as well. Pyrite isn't known for grounding, but it is a heavy stone, which I feel is like an anchor. So it can be used for grounding, and that's pretty much what I have about grounding. So just really balancing yourself, balancing your thoughts, really taking a minute to yourself to figure out what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, where it's coming from. If you're being triggered, why are you being triggered? And it's just a time to be with yourself, to really come back down to earth, come back down to nature, have some silence to yourself instead of just being da 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 da, you know, hustle and bustle. You really need to make some time to ground yourself and be with yourself, especially with everything that's going on right now. There's so much going on energetically, and whether you identify yourself as an empath or not, you're feeling what's going on, okay? I don't doubt it. And you need to take some time to sit with what's going on, process with what's going on, and let go of some of that energy, okay? So that is what I have. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And that's what I have for you guys. So stay safe out there. And I'm sending lots of love.